Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
It is Monday, September 13th, 2010. We had him on a few weeks ago for just 30 minutes, but I've got him on for a full hour today because it's so historical and just smoking gun evidence of the cover-up of the government conspiracy to murder JFK. Retired FBI agent Don Adams will be joining us in the second hour, and we'll open the phones up in the second half of that hour for your specific questions for him. And then Mark Moreno, one of the leading researchers exposing the fact that man-made global warming is a fraud to bring in neo-feudalism. He'll be joining us. The head author of the UN's IPCC report has come out and said this entire thing is a fraud and a lie. The house of cards is completely collapsing. But the global controllers don't care. They're moving ahead with all of the different carbon taxes. And Ms. Jackson over at the EPA is ramming it through. It's all happening. And if you think our economy is in free fall now, imagine what's going to happen as these carbon taxes go into place. So that is coming up. I've got a ton of vital news and information throughout the broadcast today. All of these stacks are incredibly important. Let's just look at this headline, CNBC. World panel backs rules to avert banking crisis. World rules run by the very mega banks that have engineered the derivatives collapse. And this is a global model of the U.S. model of giving the Federal Reserve more power a few months ago and more secrecy in their activities dealing with the economy. So they engineer the crisis, get more power, offer the solution, give them even more power and autonomy and immunity. So we'll be getting into this latest announcement of world government. Also, doomsday warnings of U.S. apocalypse gain ground. That, of course, is a report out of AFP. So mainstream news talking about the economic apocalypse, but offering their banking takeover as the way to fix it when they engineered it. U.S. states step in to meet cities' debt costs. That's happening all over the United States as the cities go bankrupt, then the states go bankrupt. We'll be discussing that. Also, the Pentagon, United States Joint Forces Command warns that huge U.S. debt might lead to military impotence, default, or revolution. But that's the game plan. Engineer the collapse. Then when there's societal degeneration, disintegration, they come in with police-state controls. This is in the 2002 IMF World Bank documents that were leaked to the BBC. They call it the IMF riot. They want the people to riot. That's just the final trigger for the final phase. So we'll be discussing that as well. Rand Paul tells it like it is. That's why we got to salute him. Says GOP shares blame for deficits. There's all these people giddily getting excited over the fact that Republicans are going to win the House for sure, probably the Senate. More and more it's trending towards that in the next month and a half into the 2010 midterm elections. But it's just like Obamanoids who were giddy whenever he was showing he was going to win a month and a half out in the polls. Like all their problems are going to be solved. Oh, thank you, Mr. Obama. All my problems are solved. I'll get a free house, a free car. You got nothing except further destruction of your living standard and your freedoms. And so all you giddy people, and I've heard talk show hosts this morning, listening to local Texas radio and national radio, giddy. They've invested their psychology. They've invested their identities in the Republicans. And if the current leadership of the Republican Party is able to maintain control, we're going to be here in a couple of years, same place as we were. But all the polls show that societally people are waking up to this false left-right paradigm, so that's very exciting. We'll be discussing that and a lot more coming up today. I never got to it yesterday. I will today, dealing with the Chinese one-child policy. Big news on that front. Stay with us.
You may be arrested and or subject to other police action.
Tyranny is here. The grim future foretold in 1984 has become reality.
It really says that the state is God.
The United States is now recognized globally as one of the most oppressive police states on Earth. This film conclusively proves the existence of a secret network of FEMA camps, now being expanded nationwide. This documentary exposes how the continuity of government program has established an all-powerful shadow state. Police State 4 chronicles the sickening depths to which our republic has fallen. Prepare to enter the secretive world of emergency dictatorship, body scanners, sound cannons, citizen spies, stage terror, and cameras on every street corner. It's only the beginning of the New World Order's hellish plan. The police state isn't coming. It's here. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or see it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv. Hi, folks. This is Alex Jones asking you for a minute of your time to tell you about soap. Not detergents, but good old-fashioned pure soap made by the Cal-Ben Soap Company, a family-owned and operated American company. My family, staff, friends, and radio listeners are constantly telling me how much they love these products for bath, hair, laundry, and dishes. There is nothing like these factory-direct, big money-saving, triple-concentrated soaps anywhere. Get a free detailed catalog by calling 800-340-7091 or see them online at 5starsoap.com or Infowars.com. Let's talk to the owner of 5 Star Soap, Marty Schachter, and see what he has to say.
As founder and owner for over 63 years, people keep asking me, how's business? I'm happy to say our business is going down the drain. Call us at 1-800-340-7091 or visit our website, 5starsoap.com, for buying our 1 to 2 month soap sampler. Thank you.
You've heard Alex explain how the Silver Lungs generator infuses the respiratory system with your self-produced colloidal silver solutions, yet many are unaware of the entire function of the Silver Lungs system and how it has been designed to deliver your silver solutions anywhere in or on the body. My name is Mario Cifaldi, and I'm the developer of the Silver Lungs generator. Not only does the Silver Lungs system produce endless colloidal and ionic silver solutions, it also comes equipped with the proper applicators and devices needed to deliver your silver solutions directly to key target areas. This includes the eyes, ears, nose, lungs, topically to the skin, and orally for the digestive system. Be sure to watch our new 7-minute video tour of the Silver Lungs system at www.silverlungs.com to learn more about how the Silver Lungs system works. As well, we are always ready to answer any questions you may have. That's www.silverlungs.com.
You are obsolete, Mr. Wordsworth. A lie. No man is obsolete. You have no function, Mr. Wordsworth. You're an anachronism, like a ghost from another time. I am nothing more than a reminder to you that you cannot destroy truth by burning pages. You're a bug, Mr. Wordsworth, a crawling insect, an ugly, misformed little creature who has no purpose here, no meaning. I am a human being. Words, Mr. Wordsworth, that have no substance and no dimension, like air, like the wind. I don't care. I tell you, I don't care. I'm a human being. I exist. And if I speak one thought aloud, that thought lives, even after I'm shoveled into my grave. Delusions, Mr. Wordsworth. Delusions that you inject into your veins to make you think you have a strength when you have no strength at all. You have nothing but spindly limbs and a dream, and the state has no use for your kind.
Resistance to tyrants is obedience to God. It's Alex Jones.
We are live Monday, September 13th, 2010. Resistance to tyrants is obedience to God. The global engineers are using psychological warfare techniques to attempt to break our will to resist, to sell us on the lie that we are already beaten and that resistance to dehumanization and enslavement is a foregone conclusion. The very act of consciously setting your will against tyranny will bring down this parasitical world government system. And we don't have a choice. Total dehumanization and forced population reduction is the end game goal of the controllers who hate humanity and are prototypical control freaks and greedy creatures that want the world and all that is in it for themselves. We do have Don Adams joining us. I had him on a few weeks ago for 30 minutes. I want a full hour with him to really break down his bombshell information on the JFK assassination. He was an FBI agent who worked the case. This is incredible info. We covered it quickly a few weeks ago. We're going to detail it in the next hour. Then we've got Mark Moreno joining us for part of the third hour with the fact that the former head author of the IPCC at the UN has come out and said that it is a complete fraud, a complete lie. And Pachari's had to admit they made it all up. So they've gone from 8-9 months ago when ClimateGate broke to denying it even existed to now being in complete free fall. And I have the New York Times from last week saying, okay, we're now shifting out of we're doing this to save the earth from rising sea levels to just there's too many humans, we've got to reduce population. So now they're just being honest about what their real plan is. And all over the U.S. and British and European news, they're saying, look, if you won't go along with this in a democracy, we will force it dictatorially because we know best. The tyrants are now out in the open saying that they are tyrants. Now, I'm going to attempt right now to go over at least a third of the news. In fact, for prisonplanet.tv viewers, if you can give me a bird's eye document cam shot, this is all fresh news just today. Just today. And it's all off the charts insane, illustrating how we're being bum rushed. The globalists are throwing everything at us at once. They know we're awakening, and they're trying to fully overwhelm us psychologically and spiritually and economically to dominate us. I mean, look at these headlines. I've got these all over the country today without even looking. It's pouring in. And it's the same model in Australia, the same model in Germany, the same model in England and Canada. Cities are moving to make you get a license and an inspection to be able to grow tomatoes in your backyard, saying you might grow marijuana. You might be a criminal. The magnitude of this. This is WSBTV. County sues farmer, cites too many crops for decades on his 2 acres. He's has a truck farm that he sells at the local farmer's market, organic, and they fined him $5,000 and are shutting him down. And they admit, well, he's actually grandfathered to be able to have a garden, but we don't care. They are harassing Amish. They are harassing truck farmers, people that grow it and truck it into town. They are harassing people that sell eggs on the street corner. They're harassing people that sell peaches. They are going after everyone. And in the House and Senate bills, we've read the quotes on air. I'm going to get some more guests on that are fighting this in the next few weeks. It openly states federal license to pick a fig off of your tree and to take it inside and slice it up and put it in a pie. We've got a fig tree in our backyard. We try to go out there when they're ripe before the squirrels get them every morning. We pull them off, big giant fig tree. We make fig ice cream. We make fig pie. It's delicious. It's out of my backyard, giant fig tree. If you slice a fruit, it is preparation and manufacturing, and you are going to go to federal prison. You are a prisoner. You are not going to grow a tomato. You're not going to do anything. You're going to go to the store, and you're going to eat GMO cross-species tomatoes and potatoes. You're going to eat cross-species fish. You are going to be killed with the soft kill weapons, period, if they have their way. They're panicking. You know, their farmers markets sprouting up everywhere. They're starting to displace the mainline big agribusiness. Family farms are starting to make a micro comeback. People are getting smart. They're refusing to drink out of bisphenol A containers. That's getting removed off store shelves. All over the country and the world, people are fighting, and in many cases, having sodium fluoride removed